Hello, welcome to week 14 and we have another epic song to take apart this week. One that was already in our folder but that we haven't done for a really long time, and there's a few little sections I think we could improve upon. So it's Mr. Blue Sky today, and first of all we'll just go through the chords if there are any that I think we need to have a quick check of, and then we'll do some amounts of beats, and then we'll have a little talk about some strum ideas. Okay, so just skimming through the chords here. Hopefully everyone's account their F chord there. E minor 7, so that's like a G chord without the ring finger. So we've just got those two there. A7, D minor. If you're unsure of any of these, they're all common chords, so you could find them in your chord books or online. Regular E minor, so that is different to the E minor 7. It would be great to have those two variations because they do sound quite different. So when it says EM7, E7, or just regular E minor, that's your set steps. B flat, so B flat can either be done as a bar chord or as a half bar. So I tend to do the half bar on this one, which is the E and A string there, barred, and then the next string up there on the 2nd fret, and then the ring finger on that G string there, B flat chord. So these two are flattening both those strings together with the index finger. Some people prefer to do it as a whole bar, so index finger covering the whole of the 1st fret. Nothing changes between the two, because obviously whatever comes in front or behind, however you want to think of it, is the note that sounds. So because these two are already fretted, it doesn't really matter what's going on at the top here. So there's your B flat. That's one of those transferable bar chord shapes that can then move all the way up the neck. It remains a major chord but with a different letter name. Okay, so B flat is the one right up against the neck, starting from the 1st fret. And then I think probably the only other, there's two other unusual chords. E flat, we don't do this one very often, so the easiest version for E flat is index finger on the A string, 1st fret, and then the middle two strings, so we miss out the 2nd fret entirely, that's blank, the middle two strings with your middle and ring finger on the 3rd fret. That's your E flat chord. In your books it may be written as the full 3 strings up there on that 3rd fret, but the middle two will suffice. It will sound just fine. And then on the 2nd page there's just one surprise chord, which is a C sharp major. So I'll show you two versions of this one. The first one is to take that same B flat shape that we did, that transferable bar chord shape, and take it all the way up to the 4th fret, number 4. So starting the shape, whether it's the full bar or the half bar, from the 4th fret, that's a C sharp major. Another version is to bar the whole of the 1st fret and put the little finger on the A string of that 4th fret. Other version, so both bar chords. I tend to hop up to this one because actually it moves quite nicely on the line itself. So never mind, I'll remember you this way, except over on the 2nd page. B flat we've already done like this. C can also be done in this shape from the 3rd fret, and then you just slide up one more fret to do C sharp. So obviously we're used to doing our C chord just as the single one there, but the bar chord version of C in this particular shape is from that same 3rd fret. So again, you can bar the bar, or full bar or half bar, the bottom two strings, or the E and the A string, and then fill in that shape. So we get this lovely climb up. B flat, C, C sharp. Okay, so we get that nice climb up. I think that's it with chords. Okay, so let's have a little chat about the strum on this one. So you can do our usual down, down, up, down, up, classic calypso strum all the way through. There's quite a few 2-beat chords though, so I suggest you maybe try and just do those on straight downward strums. I expect you all know the origin of this song. It's got a real like chugging 8th note beats, chung, 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 8th notes or quavers, however you want to think of them. those two half beats that fit into one beat. Dun, 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 dun. That's the sort of feel we've got there. It's actually, I think it's actually just on the beat, because it's quite a speedy tempo. It makes it feel like junka, 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 junka. So you can either go for just those on beats, which are your one beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can add some of the eighth notes in between. Junka, 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 which is with an up. Junka, junka. So the emphasis is still on the down, still on the strong, the 1, 2, 3, 4, but the up is coming in where those eighth notes are, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and junka, 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 but the one down should be the stronger one. So you could do that all the way through, but you probably get quite a tired arm, and it won't sound great as a sort of relentless strum pattern. It's a bit full on, but it does actually fit in between our regular strum quite nicely. So for instance, you could start off with that nice strong on sort of what's going on with the chords and where you're at with the piece. I will be playing a mixture as I go through the piece, but you can feel free to try out whatever you want. So you could designate, when you're learning a new strum or a new feel, sometimes it's useful to say, right, I'm going to play that amount for that part and that for that part. So you could designate maybe the first verse or the verses with that feel, and then as the choruses come in, you could do a bit more of the down, down, up, down, up. But the original is in the same key, so you could have a go at playing along with the original to try and get a bit more of that chugging, junk, 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 and then the occasional ups in between, junk, 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 junk. Well, you get those little eighth note rhythms. Okay, so amounts of beats, if I count in our crotchet beats, I will do just a few sections because they're quite repetitive, so hopefully once you've got it, you've got it. So the first bit, sun is shining in the sky. We've got 12 beats on that first F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, and then 2 beats on the E minor 7, 2 on the A7, and then we're at our 4s, so we can fit a full down, down, up, down, up, G. Make sure you keep the feel straight. We've talked about feel quite a lot. We don't want a swingy feel on this. It needs to stay nice and straight. Down, down, up, down, up, nice and straight. So we're still on 4s on the B flat, on the C, F, and the C. Then we're on to now the 4th line, running down the avenue. Back to 12 beats on that F. Running down the avenue, see how the sun shines brightly. Then we're back to 4s. The streets where once was pity, misty blue. Skies living here today. Hey. Okay, so there's a couple of sections that do that same chord sequence. The F with 12, the E minor and the A7 with 2, and then 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, next bit then. It's the blue sky, please tell us why. All 4 beats, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. All 4 beats. The blue sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. 4 beats, we go until the C, which is 8. So that whole section was 4 beats each. Regular strum if you like, or that more straight feel until the last C, which is 8 beats. And that takes us into the next section, which is the same as the first. Hey you with a pretty face, welcome to the human race. So 12, 2, 2, and then 4s. Mr. Blue Sky, all 4s again. And then when we get down to the Hey There Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. All 4s, look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Until the C, which is 8 beats. So that's the end of our first page. Next section's the top of the second page. Mr. Blue Sky, kind of similar, but with a couple of little differences I'm going to put in. So the F is 12 beats. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 beats on the E minor 7, 2 beats on the A7. Then we're going to do 8 beats on the D minor. Okay, so this is what's different to the other page. 8 beats on the D minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 beats on the G. And then we're back to 2 beats on the E minor, 2 beats on the A7, and then 8 on the B flat, 8 on the C. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mr. Blue Sky. Which is 12 again, 2, 2 on the E minor and A7. Mr. Blue did it right, Mr. Blue did it right. But who comes Mr. Blue creeping over? 4 beats, 4 beats, 4 beats, 4 beats. We've got an extra chord in here, which is that C sharp we had a look at. Never do you this, I'll remember you this way, Mr. Blue Sky. So the D minor on the word away, I put it there as just an extra reminder that it goes straight in to the D minor of the next section. So you can keep it there or you can cross it out, it's up to you. But that D minor, well, both of those amount to 4 beats. It's however you want to count it. So I'll remember you this way, Mr. Blue Sky. It's pretty much straight in. So that's why I put it as a reminder there and at the beginning of Mr. Blue Sky. So it's a 4 beat D minor on either which one you want. Okay, just don't play it twice. Then we're all on to our 4 beats. We go where's the place to be with you? Look around, 4 beats, what you do? Everybody smiles at you. And then the ending, 4 beats all the way. F, which we will do single F to finish us off. Alright, so I think that's enough chattering. Should we just do it? Should we just go for it? I'm going to do it quite upbeat because it is an upbeat piece and that suits it. But remember, these videos are here for you to use as much as you like. You can start and stop, replay, work your way up to the full tempo. And you can also play along to the original, although there are a few extra solos and bits in that I've cut for us. But the chords, it's all in the same key. Okay? Right then, let's do it. Let's do 16 beats on the F to start us off, 4 bars of F. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. song. All right, guys, thanks so much. Have a great week, and I'll see you for week 15.